Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Mr.Adebanjo. I want to strongly welcome you to this video. In this video, we are going to be discussing together the Lagos State Public Secondary School examination, the third term examination for 2024 for SS1 students. We're going to be discussing the general mathematics, both objective and the theory question given to them. So we are going to be solving together in this video all the objective questions and the theory questions given to SS1 students in general mathematics for Lagos State Public Secondary School third term examination. In our previous video, we have solved together the SS2 student question for general mathematics and objective question as well. And if you have not seen that video, check my channel. You will see the video there. And before we get it started, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please click the subscribe button right now in order to help us improve this video. And also note that you don't want to be self-centered, in as much as there are a lot of students who are out there who need this resource material to prepare themselves for the examination. Please share this video in all the platforms that it belongs to, be it social medias and Facebook, WhatsApp, and the group that you belong to on the social media. Please share this video. We want this video to go viral on the internet so that it could reach out to students who need these resource materials. So we are going to be solving all the objective questions. We have 50 objective questions and 6 theory questions given to the student for that particular examination. So let's get it started. Alright, the first question is the one you are seeing on the screen right now, which is for the first objective question. The question is from standard form. We are to express 4.34 times 10 raised to the power minus 3 in decimal number. So this is the 10 raised to the power minus 3. So that means you are moving the decimal point to the front 3 times. And that should give us a 0.00434. And that makes option B for the correct answer for question number 1. Question number 2, you have to find the smallest number by which 3 raised to the power 3 times 7 can be multiplied to make it a perfect square. So if you multiply by 21, if you multiply 3 raised to the power 3 times 7 times 21, it's going to give us a 3,969, which is a perfect square. And 3,969 is a perfect square. And if you find the square root of it, that will give us 63. So if you multiply this number given by 14 or by 10 or by 7, the result you are going to get is not going to be a perfect square. So 21 is the right answer for question number 2. Question number 3 is from the profit and loss. It's from profit and loss, Omugo. Loss is 5% by selling an article at 600 naira. At what price should he have sold the article to make a profit of 5%? So the profit percentage loss is 5%, and the selling price was 600 naira. So we can get the cost price. So when we get the cost price, then we will now know the price we will have sold it to get a profit of 5%. So from there we know that the percentage loss is the loss over the selling price. Since you already been given the percentage loss, so you don't need to multiply by 100, and then we know that the loss is the selling cost price minus the selling price. So percentage loss was 5%. That gives 5 over 100 equals to, let's represent the cost price by hex. So we know that to get loss will be cost price minus selling price over the cost price. From there, if you cross multiply, we'll be able to find the value of our x, which is the cost price. So if you cross multiply 5 times, that will give us 5x equals to 100. We'll multiply x minus 600, that will give us 100x minus 60,000. From there, if you collect the like times, you'll be having 5x minus 100x, that give us minus 95x, which is equal to minus 60,000. Then divide both sides by 95, that should give us x to be 631 naira 57 kobo. So that's the cost price. But the question says we should find what will be the selling price. What should have been the selling price? At what price should he have sold the article to make a profit of 5%? So that means that we are looking for the selling price to make this percentage. So now that we know the cost price, which is this amount, then the percentage profit it will have made is 5%, which will be profit over the cost price. And to get cost profit is selling price minus the cost price. So that will give us a 5 over 100 equals to the selling price minus cost price over cost price. And from there, 5 over 100 equals to the selling price, what you are looking for. We know the cost price, which is this amount over the cost price. So you can represent the selling price by, let's say you should use okay, we didn't use anything. If you cross multiply from there, 100 will multiply this, then 5 will multiply 631.57. So if you do that, then we'll be having 5 times 631.57 will give us this. Then 100 multiplied by this will give us 100 multiplied by the selling price minus this. If you collect the like times, you will be having the 100 multiplied by selling price equals to this plus this. So we have 3,157.87 plus 63,157, which is going to give us this. Like that, you can divide both sides by 100, and that should give us 663 naira 15 kobo, which is equivalent to option D for question number 3. Question number 4 is from indices. We have to solve 3 raised to power s minus 1 equals to 9 raised to power s plus 1, s minus 1. So we can change the 9 to an index form to give us the base of 3. That will be 3 raised to power 2. And the power will multiply s minus 1. From there, we can cancel out the base. So, or you can also expand the bracket. And if you expand the bracket, then that will give us a 2s minus 2. Then the base will cancel out the base. Then we'll be having s minus 1 equals to 2s minus 2. Then from there, you can collect the like terms by saying x minus 2s equals to minus 2 plus 1. And that will give us a minus a equals to minus 1. So minus will take care of minus. S will be equal to 1, which make option C the right answer for question number 4. Question number 5. Question number 5, you have to solve 5 raised to power 3 into s minus 1 equals to 125, which is also from indices. Then the first thing to do is to change the 125 to an index form, and that should give us 5 raised to power 3. Then also the power here will multiply the bracket, 3 will multiply the s minus 1. Then that should give us 3s minus 1. Or you can first of all cancel out the base. If you cancel out the base, you'll be having 3 into s minus 1 equals to 3. You can divide both sides by 3, or you open the bracket. So if you open the bracket, you'll be having 3s minus 3 equals to 3. Collect the like times. You have 3s equals to 6. Then divide both sides by 3, s will be equals to 2, which make option B the right answer for question number 5. Question number 6 is also from standard form. You have to express this decimal number in standard form. So you have to move the decimal point in between 6 and 3. So we move it 1, 2, 3, 4. That will give us a 6.324 times 10 raised to power 4. Then 10 raised to power 4. Sorry, minus 4 rather, not 4. Minus 4. So that should give us 6.324 times 10 raised to power minus 4, which is option B for question number 6. Question number 7 is from the simple interest. It's from simple interest. A money lender collect an interest of 2,000 naira 2,000 naira simple interest on a capital after 2 years at 5%. Calculate the capital. So you are finding the principal, giving the interest, giving the rate and the year, the time. So from there, if you remember, okay, we are looking for the principal. We are giving the interest, giving the rate, and the time is 2 years. If you remember the formula for finding simple interest, which is interest is equal to PRT over 100. So, which is this? Then if you substitute the value given to you, you'll be having the interest, which is 2,000 equals to principal times rate times year over 100. From there, you can cross multiply. So 5 multiplied 2, that give us 10. 10 times p give us 10p over 100. Of course, 0 can cancel 0 here. You'll be having 2,000 equals to 5 p over 10. If you cross multiply, 10 multiply 2,000, that means p principal will be 20,000, which is option B for question number 7. Question number 8 is from SOD. We have to simplify SOD 12 minus SOD 27 plus SOD 48. So from there, the SOD are yet to be simplified. We can simplify SOD 12 further. If you simplify SOD 12, that gives us a SOD 4 times 3. Simplify SOD 27 as well. So that gives us a SOD 9 times 3. Then 48, that gives us 16 times 3 as well. So if you have this like this, then we can find the SOD of 4, that will be 2 SOD 3. Then SOD of 9 is 3. Then we have 3 SOD 3 here. SOD 16 is 4. Then you'll be having 4 SOD 3 left as well. So if you are going to be having this, if you simplify that, then 2 SOD 3 minus 3 SOD 3 give us minus SOD 3. Then minus SOD 3 plus 4 SOD 3 will give us 3 SOD 3, which is the option B for question number 8. Question number 9 is from the algebra. Substitution in algebra. If x is equals to 3.5 and y is equals to 1.5, you have to evaluate x squared minus y squared. So x squared minus y squared is a difference of 2 squared, which is same thing as x minus y into x plus y. Then, of course, even if it's your calculator, you can just put 3.5 square minus 1.5 square, since this objective question. So you can just impute your values here, and calculator will give you the right answer. But nevertheless, you can still simplify it because this is a difference of 2 square, which can be expanded like this. So if you put the value of your x and y, you'll be having 3.5 minus 1.5 into 3.5 plus 1.5. 3.5 minus 1.5 will give us a 2. Then 3.5 plus 1.5 will give us 5. If you multiply out, that will give us 10. Option C is the right answer for question number 9. Question number 10 is from the algebra as well. We have to expand the bracket and get the coefficient of xy. So if you expand the bracket here, 2s will multiply x, that will give us a 2s squared. 2s will multiply minus 2y, that will give us a, sorry, what did I do? 2s times x will give us 2s squared. Then minus y multiply x, that will give us, oh, I think there's a typo here. So please correct that. There's an error here. So 2s times s will give us a 2s squared. Then 2s times minus 2y will give us a minus 4xy, not minus 2xy. Minus 4xy. Then minus y times s will give us minus xy. Then minus y times minus 2y will give us a plus 2y squared. So this is minus 4xy minus xy. That will give us a minus 3. Sorry, that will give us a minus 5xy. So technically, you'll be having 2x squared minus 5xy plus 2y squared. So this is minus 5xy. So there's a typographical error here. So I have to look for the coefficient of xy, not only coefficient of x. That's what they wanted to write, not xy. Coefficient of x. So that should give us a minus 5y. So minus 5y is the answer, correct answer, not what you have here. Minus 5y is the right answer for question number 10. So we have a typographical error here. Please correct that from your own hand. Question number 10 is from the simple equation in what's it called, quadratic. So we have S squared minus 6 over 8 equals to 1 over 4. You can cross multiply from there, and therefore multiply this equals to 8 times 1, that will give us 8. From there you can divide both sides by 4. You will be having S squared minus 6 equals to 2, because 8 divided by 4 gives us 2. From there minus 6 can come here. You will be having S squared equals to 8. You can find the square root of 8. That should give us a 2.83, which is approximately the option B for question number 11. Question number 12 is also from the simultaneous equation. If x plus 2y equals to 7 and 4x minus y equals to 11, find the sum of x plus y. So this is equation 1, then this is equation 2. Then from there you can multiply equation 1 by 1 and the equation 2 by 2. So as to eliminate y, you can eliminate y by elimination method. Multiply equation 1 by 1 and equation 2 by 2. So that will give us x plus 2y equals to 7, which is equation 1 that will multiply by 1. And if you multiply equation 2 by 2, that will give us 8x minus 2y equals to 22. We can now eliminate y by adding these two equations. So 8x plus 8x will give us 9x. This plus d will give us 0. 7 plus 22 will give us 29. Divide both sides by 9. S will be equals 29 over 9. Then from equation 1, you can find the value of our y. If you put the value of our x into equation 1, you have 29 over 9 plus 22y equals to 7. Then you can collect like times, you have 2y equals to 7 minus 29 over 9. From there you can find the LCM here, which is 9, and the 1 in 9 will give us 9. 9 times 7 will give us 63 minus 29. Then from there, if you simplify for that, will give us 2y equals to 34 over 9. Then from there, if you divide both sides by 2, then that should give us 37 over 34 over 18, which is same thing as 17 over 9. If you reduce that, then the question asks us to find x plus y. So our x is 29 over 9 and our y is 17 over 9. If you perform your SCM here, which is 9, you will add it to the numerators. That gives us 29 plus 9s 17 over 9. If you simplify, that gives us 5.1. But the option here are whole number, so I think there's a typographical error here, or something happened, because even here from the equation you are having a 4 raised to power x, so which is, I think there's a typographical error here, or the answer was approximated to the nearest whole number to give us a 5 anyhow. But I believe you understand what we have done here. Question number 13 is from the quadratic equation. We have to solve this quadratic equation. We are having s squared minus 3s minus 10 equals 0. The first thing is to use the coefficient of s squared to multiply minus 10. That is 1 times minus 10. That still gives us a minus 10. You look for two factors of minus 10. That when you multiply together, you're going to give us minus 10. And when you add it, it will give us minus 3 here. And then that should be minus 5 and plus 2. So minus 5 plus 2 will replace minus 3s here. And that should give us s squared minus 5s plus 2s minus 10 equals 0. Factorize this. S is common, so we have s into s minus 5. 2 plus 2 is common here. You can factorize plus 2 there. We have plus 2 into s minus 5 equals 0. So bring this together. We have s plus 2 into pick one of the bracket. S minus 5 equals 0. So definitely each of them is equal to 0. Then from there you can solve each of these linear equation. So if you collect like times here, you have s equals to minus 2 or s equals to 5, which make option B the right answer for question number 13. Question number 14 is from the mensuration of solid shape. In this case, we are measuring a cuboid. Find the volume of a rectangular tank, 8 centimeter long, 6 centimeter wide, and 7 centimeter deep. So a rectangular tank is talking about a cuboid. So the volume of a cuboid is length times breadth times height. You have been given the length, the breadth, and the height. So if you multiply that out, you have 8 times 6 times 7, and that should give us a 336 centimeter cube, which make option A the right answer for question number 14. Question number 15 is also from the mensuration of solid shape. We have to find total surface area of a cylindrical tank, 6 centimeter radius and 8 centimeter height. So in this case, total surface area of a cylinder is a curved surface area plus the area of the circular ends. Of course, we don't know whether it is a cylinder with closed ends or closed end, but since they didn't mention anyone, so that means you have to do cylinder with closed ends. So that total surface area will be curved surface area plus the area of the circular ends or the closed ends. So curved surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi r h plus area of the closed ends or the two circular ends, that will be pi r square plus pi r square, and that will give us a 2 pi r square. Something is common, which is 2 pi r. 2 pi r is common, so which we can factorize. So we have 2 pi r into h plus r. Now you can substitute, develop our r and h there. So that will give us a 2 times pi is 22/7 by default, times the radius, which is 6, into height plus radius, which if you simplify, what can we do? 8 plus 6 is 14. Then 14 will multiply 6, multiply 22/7, multiply 2, and that will give us 528 centimeter square, which is option C for question number 15. Question number 16 is from the mensuration of plane shape. In this case, we are trying to measure circle. The radius of a circle is 7 centimeter. Find the area of the circle. So area of a circle is pi r square. Pi is 22/7 times the radius, which is 7 squared. So that give us 7 can go in 7 squared. That give us 7. 7 times 7, 22, give us 154 centimeter square, which is the option A for question number 16. Question number 17 is from the what's it called? Is from the plane geometry. In this case, from polygon. In an octagon, 3 of the interior angles are x degree each. Each of the remaining 5 interior angles is 16 plus x degrees. Find the value of x. So octagon has 8 sides, and the first 3 interior angles are x, and the remaining 5 interior angles is 16.x each. So if you sum them together, that will give us the sum of interior angle of an octagon. So what are we doing? These are all the angles now. Each of the first 3 angles are x in x, and x, and the remaining 5 are 16 plus x. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So please eradicate this. So this one is not part of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the remaining 5 angles. The first 3 are x in each. So if you add all these angles together, excluding this one, because I think there's a typographical error there. So if you add all these interior angles together, it's going to give us the sum of interior angle in an octagon, which you can get by using the formula n minus 2 multiplied by 180. So if you sum those interior angles together, you're going to give us the formula for, it's going to be equal to this formula for summing angles together in a regular polygon. So if you sum those angles together, we have the first 3x, then plus 16 plus x, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this one is correct now. So we have this, and from there, and if you put the our n is 8, which is 8 sides for an octagon. You have 8 minus 2 multiplied by 180. If you collect like times here, we have 1 s plus s plus x, that 3x plus x, 4x plus s, 5x plus s, 6x plus s, 7x plus s, 8x. Then you'll be having 8s, 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16, that gives us 80. And if you simplify this, that 8 minus 2 is 6 times 180, that gives us 1080. collect light time, you have 8s equals 1080 minus 80, that gives us 1000, divide both side by 8, that gives us 125 degrees for value of our hex. So option A is the right answer for question number 17. Question number 19 is from quadratic equation. We have to find the equation whose root are -3 and 5. So you can do it in a couple of ways, but this is the cheapest way of doing it. This is the template of getting the quadratic equation, giving the roots of the quadratic equation. We have we are choosing x as the variable in the equation, and if you look at the option given to us, the variable there is x. So we have s squared minus the sum of the roots, the sum of the two roots multiplied by x plus the product of the two roots equals to 0. So you have s squared minus open bracket, the first root is -3 plus second root, which is 5, multiplied by s plus open bracket, the product of them, that will be -3 times 5 equals 0. So -3 plus 5 will give us a 2. So that will give us a -2x there. So you have s squared minus 2x, then -3 times 5 gives us -15 equals to 0. So that's the equation we're looking for. I think option B is the right answer for question number 19. Question number 20 is from bearing. The bearing of P from Q is 5 degrees northwest. We have to find the true bearing of Q from P. So first of all, draw the cardinal point, and this will represent point Q. So the bearing of P from Q. So locate the point point Q with the cardinal point, and this is the north and this is the west. So the angle P make from Q is 5 degrees northwest. So I will draw a straight line here at the north to the west. So I'll locate the angle, which is 5 degrees. Then at this point I will draw my cardinal point to represent point P. Then now we are looking for the bearing of Q from this P, which is be the angle from the north to the line that join them together. Since all the value given to us are they are in 3-digit bearing, so that means the angle will be from the north to the line that join them together. And how do we get that? The angle is 5 degrees, that means the angle here will be 5 degrees as well. Alternate angles. So from there you can find the remaining angle here, which should be 180, the whole angle here, minus 5 degrees. And that will give us 180 minus 5, that will give us 175 degrees, which is option D for question number 20. Question number 21 is from trigonometric ratio. If cos P is 0.8, you have to evaluate tan P. And this can be done in a couple of ways, but the easiest way is to find the value of P, which you can now put into tan P to get the value of tan P. So if cos P is 0.8, you can find P by finding the cos inverse of 0.8, and that will give us a 36.9 degrees. So, and you can now find tan P, which should be tan 36.9, and that gives us 0.75, which make option D the right answer for question number 21. Question number 22 is from the application of trigonometric ratio. A ladder 5 meters long leans against a vertical wall. The foot of the ladder is 3 meters from the wall on the same horizontal ground. Calculate correct to the nearest degree the angle which the ladder make with the wall. So that means there is a wall, and there is a ladder that leans against the wall, which is this, and the ladder is 5 meters long, and we are told that the foot of the ladder, which is here from the wall, the foot of the ladder is 3 meters from the wall. So that means from here to here it will be 3 meters. So we have to calculate the angle, calculate the angle which the ladder make with the wall. That means the ladder here, which is the top of the ladder, will make an angle with this wall here. So we can label that one X. So of course we know that the wall will be perpendicular to the ground, so that gives us a right angle triangle. So we have to find the angle X here, which is the angle the ladder make with the wall, and we can use trigonometric ratio to do that, which is opposite of hypotenuse. So we have sine S will give us 3/5. You can check this one to the decimal number, that gives us 0.6. You can now find the X by finding the sine inverse of 0.6. So that gives us 36.9. We have to take it approximate to the nearest degree. That gives us 37, which is option B. Question number 23 is from the simultaneous equation. At what point is y is equal to s minus 7 and y is equals to 1 minus 3s equal. So you are looking for the value of x that will make this to be equal to this. Of course, our y is equal to s minus 7, also our y is equal to 1 minus 3s. It means that it's s is equal to this, y is equal to s minus 7, the same y is equal to 1 minus 3s. It means that s minus 7 is equal to 1 minus 3x. So that's what it means. So from there you can find the value of our x by collecting the like times. So if I collect like times, I'll be have x plus 3x equals to 1 plus 7. I'll give us 4s equals to 8. S will be equals to 2, which is option C. Then 24 is from the set if set Z having the element from 1 to 10 and set P from having the element of the even number from 1 to 10. Then set Q is the odd number from 1 to 10 as well. You have to find P union Q complement. P union Q complement, that's what you're having there. But the question is, there's an error in the question. But nevertheless, for we find the P union Q. If you find P union Q, that means you combining the element in set P and set Q without repetition. So that gives us a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So therefore, P union Q will not be the element in the universal set that is not in P union Q. That will be 1. But there's none of the option that is correct here. So question number 25 is from the set Venn diagram in set theory. The region shaded in the diagram below is dashed. So this plate that is shaded is if you have this set to be A and this set to be B. So there's a typographical error. They didn't label this circle as well, but nevertheless, since we are having A and B as the option in the option there, so this point will be A intersection B, which is option C for question number 25. Question number 26 is from the statement or propositional logic. Which of this is a true statement? Lagos is moving. You ought to have smiled. I wish I am the school principal. S plus 9 is equal to 20. So the option is option D. Sorry, the option is option D, not option A. That is wrong. Option D is the correct answer because a statement is a declarative statement, is a sentence which is either true or false, but not both. So Lagos is moving. This is not a complete sentence. So Lagos is moving. It's not a complete sentence. So that's not correct. You ought to have smile. It's not a sentence statement. I wish I am the school principal. So we can assign true or false to this, like this, likewise this as well. But 8 plus 9 is equals to 20. That is false. So that means option D is the right answer because the true value of this is false. So that makes option D for the right answer for question number 6, not option A. You have to use this information here to answer question number 27 and question number 28. You are given the universal set which is having elements of 1 to 7, and option set P and Q are this as well. You have to follow up find P intersection Q, which is the element that is common to P and to Q. If you look at this now, what are the elements that is common to set P and set Q? You have 2 is here, 2 is here. So there's no other element that is common to set P and set Q. And that makes option A the right answer for question number 27. Then question number 28, you have to find P complement intersection Q. So the first thing to is to get P complement. So P complement will be element in the set, the inverse set that is not in set P. That is P complement. So the element in the universal set that is not in set P is P complement. So we're having 1, 3, 5, 7. They are here, but they are not in set P. So now you find P complement intersection Q. These are set Q. The intersection between them will be 3, 5, and 7. So we have 3, 5, and 7. which make option A the right answer for question number 28. Question 29 is from the ratio. A rope is 30 meters long and is divided into 1 to 3. It's divided into ratio 2 to 1 to 3. You have to find the shortest length. So the shortest length is, so what do? You sum the ratio first. That will give us 6. Then the shortest length will have the shortest ratio, the smallest ratio there. That will be 1, and that will be 1. The shortest length will be 1 over the total ratio multiplied by the length of the rope, and that should give us 5 meters, which is option A. Question number 30 is from the modular arithmetic. We have to find the addition of 8 and 6 in mode 5. So 8 plus 6 is 14 in mode 10. So, but we are in mode 5 now. That means you need to divide this 14 by 5. You now write the remainder down. So 14 divided by 5 will give us a 2, remainder 4. So that means the answer is going to be 4. 8 plus 6 is going to be 4 in mode 5. So that will make option D the right answer for question number 30. Question number 31 is from the variation. T varies directly as X and inversely as A. Is interpreted as dash. So if you look at the option here, T varies directly as X and indirectly as X as A. So that is option B for question number 31. Question number 32 and 33 are to be solved using this information. You're having P varies as Q when P is 4.5 and Q is 12. What is the relationship between P and Q? So we are giving P varies as Q, so you need to introduce the constant to eliminate the variation sign so that it can become an equation. So that will give us a P is equal to KQ, where K is a constant. So P is 4.5, you substitute, you have 4.5 equals to Q, which is 12 times K, divide both sides by 12. K will be 4.5 over 12. If you change the numerator to a whole number, multiply it by 10, and multiply the denominator by 10, that will be 45 over 120, which if you reduce, that will give us 3 over 8. So if you return that into this equation, you'll be having P is equals to 3 over 8Q. If you cross multiply, you'll be having 8P equals to 3Q, which is the relationship between P and Q, and that make option C the right answer for question number 32. Question number 33, you have to find Q when P is 6. So from here now you can find Q when we substitute the value of P to be 6. So that will give us, of course, I went back to the equation we generated here. P is equal to 3 over 8Q. If you substitute the value of your P, which is 6, equal to 3 over 8Q, cross multiply, that gives us 6 times 8, that gives us 48, equals to 3Q, divide both sides by 3, Q will be 16, which is option A for question number 33. Question number 34 is from trigonometric ratio as well. So if 5 sine theta is equal to 4, we have to get theta, the value of angle theta. So, and what can we do? You can divide both sides by 5. That makes sine theta equals to 4 over 5. Change this to a decimal number. That gives us a sine theta equals 0.8. Can find the sine inverse of both sides. Sine inverse of 0.8 rather. That gives us the value of our theta. So theta will be 53 degrees. So none of the option here is correct, but the answers you have here are in 2 values for the theta. So that means they are finding the equivalent values, equivalent angles to angle 53. So which is going to be in, we're going to use quadrant to get that. And we are dealing with sine, which is a positive value. So, and the sine is positive in the second quadrant and in the first quadrant. So you have already gotten the angle in first quadrant, which is 53. Then to get the angle in the second quadrant, then you're going to be minusing this angle from 180 degrees. So that will give us 127 degrees. So I think this is the closest values or closed answer. Here you have 54, here you have 53, and here you have 126, here you have 127. So option D is the closest for to the answers. Then what is the equivalent of angle of 1 minus 149 degrees? So which is option D. If you subtract this one from 360 degrees, that's going to give us a 211, which is option D. We have to find the hypotenuse side of a right angle. The hypotenuse side of a right angle triangle is 9 centimeters, and the angle at the altitude is 65 degrees. Find the vertical side. So if you have a right angle triangle, the hypotenuse is 9 centimeters, and the angle at the altitude is 65. That means the angle here is 65 degrees. If we have to find the vertical side, which is this side, we have to find vertical side, so we can apply trigonometric ratio here. So that will be adjacent over hypotenuse, that will be cosine. So cos 65 will be equals to x over 9. If we cross multiply, we have x equals to 9 cos 65. Simplify, that gives us 3.8 centimeters, which is option A. Question number 37 and 38 are to be solved using this diagram, which is a cone. And in the cone, we are given the vertical height to be 9 centimeters. We are given the diameter to be 10 centimeters. We have to find the slant height of the cone. So like I said, you are given the vertical height, which is 9 centimeters, which is the height. So the we have to find the slant height, which is this side. So that means the radius is going to be 5 centimeters, which is the half of 10. From there, you have a right angle triangle here formed. The vertical height with the base radius and the slant height will form a right angle triangle. So we already know the radius, we know the vertical height, which is 9. We can use Pythagoras theorem to find the slant height. So it should be L squared equals to the vertical height square minus plus radius square. So from there, if you substitute, we have L squared equals to 9 squared plus 5 squared. So that give us 81 plus 25, that give us 106. If you find the square root of that, that give us 10.4, which is option A. Then we have to find the volume of the shape, which is a cone. What is the volume of a cone? The volume of a cone is the 1/3 of the volume of a cylinder. So that will be 1 over 3 pi r square h. So if you substitute the value of our pi, radius, and height, so pi is 20 over 7, the radius is 5, you have 5 squared times the vertical height is 9. So if you simplify this, we have this, then which is going to give us 236 centimeter cube, which is option C for question number 38. Question number 40 is from the angle of elevation and depression. In this case, angle of elevation from a point P on the ground. The angle of elevation on the top of a tree is 72 degrees. If the tree is 39 meters high, how far it's based from P? So that means there's a point P on the ground and there's a tree. So there's a point P. So there's an observation of the top of the tree from P. So that means there's going to be an initial sight for P straightforward before you will now look at the top of the tree to form an angle of elevation, which is 72 degrees. So the height of the tree is 39 meters. You have to find the distance of how far is the base of the tree from P. So we are looking for this side here, which is labeled Y. So can use trigonometric ratio, which is opposite over adjacent, which is tan. Tan 72 will be 39 over Y. Cross multiply, that give us Y tan 72 equals to 39. We can divide both sides by tan 72 to find our Y. So Y will be equal to 39 over tan 72, and that gives us 12.67 meters, which is option A for question number 40. And if you want to know more on angle of elevation and depression, please check my YouTube channel. There is a video I made on angle of elevation and depression where I explain everything on angle of elevation and depression step by step, and we solve a lot of questions in that video. Please reference the video. You will know more on angle of elevation and depression. Question number 41 is from the indices. I think you are having 2 whole number 1 over 4 raised to power 1 whole number 1 over 2. Yes, indices. So what do we do? Change this to improper fraction. So that should give us 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1, 9 over 4. Then this also to improper fraction, we have 3 over 2. Then from there, we can break the we can change this to an index form. 9 index form is 3 raised to power 2, 4 to index form 2 raised to power 2, then raised to power 2 over 2. Then from there, this power will multiply it will multiply the power of the numerator and the power of the denominators. Or better still, you can factorize since they have the same power. The power can come out, so you have 3 raised to over 2 raised to power 2 times 3 over 2. So we take care of 2 here. We have 3 over 2 raised to power 3. So that gives us 3 raised to power 3 over 2 raised to power 3. And then that gives us 27 over 8, which is synonymous to 3 whole number 3 over 8. And that will be option A for question number 41. Question number 42 is from the binary numbers. In this case, we have to add this number in base 3 plus this number in base 3. So you can arrange them like this. Then you start adding. 1 plus 1 will give us 2. 1 plus 1 will still give us 2. 0 plus 0, 1, 0. 1 plus 1 is 2. Then 1 plus 2 will give us 3. So we cannot write 3 down because we're in base 3. So you need to divide that number by 3. That gives us 1 remainder 0. So you have 1 0. And that should give us 102002 base 3, which is option C for question number 42. Question number 43 is from the number base as well. We have in 23 base x is equal to 15. So you have to find the value of x. So all you need to do is to change the left hand side to base 10. Base 15, question 15 is already in base 10 since we are not giving any base. So that means it's automatically in base 10. So all you need to do is to convert 23 to base 10. 23 base s to base 10. And that should be by expansion. So you need to tag this number as 0, 1, 0, then 1. Then you now expand. So that will give us 2 times s raised to power 1 plus 3 times s raised to power 0 equals to 15. So 2 times s raised to power 1 is s times 2, that gives us 2x. S raised to power 0 is 1 times 3, that gives us plus 3 equals to 15. Collect like times. You have 2s minus 15. 2 equals to 15 minus 3. 2s equals to 12. S will be equals to 6, which make option D the right answer for question number 43. Question number 44 is from the number base also. You have to subtract this number from this number in base 5. You arrange as well. Then minus, then the other number like this. Then you subtract. 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 4 is impossible. So you borrow from year to year to year. And whatever you borrow is going to be in this base, which is 5. So 5 plus 3 will give us 8. 8 minus 4 will give us 4. So you have 1 4. Then here you have already borrowed to this place. So you are going to be having 4 left since you have already borrowed here, and you also borrowed to this place as well. So you have already removed 1 from there. That means you are going to be having because what you borrow is going to be 5. Don't forget that. And when you borrow to this place, this one become 8 and this one become 4. 4 minus 0 give us 4. And 3 minus 3 is 0. So you have 4, 4, 1 base 5, which is option B for question number 44. Question number 45 is from logarithm. What is the logarithm of 397.3? So all you need to do is to take your logarithm table. You need to find the characteristics of this number first. So characteristic of this number is 2. So then point, you now check the mantissa from your 4-figure table by checking 39 under 7 difference 3, and that should give us a 2.5991, which is option B. Question number 46 is from logarithm as well. You have to find the antilog of 4.8676. So what do? Take your logarithm table, then open to antilog. Then what do? You need to first of all check, you need to first of all write 0 point. So write 0 point, then after that you now check 86 under 7 difference 6. 86 under 7 difference 6. Whatever you get, you write it. So you'll be having 0 point something. Then you now go to your characteristics here. You add 1 to the 4, that gives us 5. You now move the decimal point from 0 point. You don't move decimal point 5 times to the front. And then that should give us 73720, which is option B. Question number 47 is from the statistics. In this case, from the pie chart. The pie chart above represent people in senior secondary school. If there are 50 staff, find the population of SS2. So this is SS2 here. So the first thing to do is to get the percentage of staff. So you don't know the percentage of staff here. We only represent it by hex. So that will be. So we assume that we should know that since the sectorial space here is in percentage, not in degrees. So we should know that percentage should be hard up to 100%. So we have 30 here, 25, 35. So you can find the percentage for staff. That will be 100 minus 30 minus 35 minus 25. That will give us 10%. Then having known that, you can use that to find the number of staff. Then therefore, percentage will be equals to the class over total population multiplied by 100. This is the same way we find the sectorial angle in pie chart. So we have a 10%, which is equal to be, we are told that there are 50 staff in there are 50 staff here, so we have 50 over total population, which is what you are looking for, multiplied by 100. From there, cross multiply, we have 10y equals to 50 times 100 give us 5,000. Divide both by 10, that gives us 500. So that means there are 500 in the whole what's it called, the whole all the people that are there are 500. So we have to find the population of SS2. So population of SS2 will be the percentage of SS2, which is 30%, equals to, you are looking for the number of SS2, which is P, represented by P, over total population, which is 500 times 100. So 100 will go in 500, that gives us 5. So after T equals to population, which is I call X here. Normally we already call it P. I don't know why I call it X again. Over 5 cross multiply, you'll be having P to be equals to 150, which is the population of SS2, and that will give us option D for question number 47. Question number 48, 49, and 50 is from the statistic as well, but to use this table, which is a frequency table without class interval, we have to find the mean size. So this is the value, our X, and this is our frequency. So to find mean, all you need to do is to multiply X by 3 by 1, that gives us this, plus 5 times 3 plus 6 times 5 plus 8 times 4 plus 9 times 2, which is this one, over total number of shoe there, which is the 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2. So from there, that give, if you simplify the numerator, that gives us a 98 over 15, that gives us 6.5, which is option B. And you can do this in another way by tabularizing it and using summation fx over summation f to find the mean. So anyway, anyone you do, you're going to get the same answer. For the median is n plus 1 over 2. So that will help us to locate the where the median is. Then if you do that, we have 15 plus total frequency here is 15. That will 15 plus 1 over 2, that gives us 16 over 2, that gives us 8 position. Then go to your frequency and start adding the frequency to wherever you are going to get 8. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 5 will give us 9. So that means the 8th position will fall at this point. So that means one of the 6 here is the median. So that means the median is 6. Then to find the modal size, that is the shoe size with the highest frequency, which is 6 also. So that means the mode is also 6, which is option C. So that is all for the objective question for this question, which I believe you have been able to do justice to the objective question. I want to believe that you understand what you have been able to do. and you understand, you find it very interesting. But before we go to the theoretical part of this question, please, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please subscribe right now by clicking the subscribe button on our channel. And please don't be selfish with this video. Share this video with students out there, all the platform that you belong to, all the social media platform. Please help us to share this video, let it go viral, so that it could help a lot of students who are looking for material like this to prepare themselves for examination. Now, the first question from the theoretical part is on from the logarithm. You have to use the logarithm table to calculate the cube root of 38.32 times 2.964 over 8.637 times 6.285 raised to power 2. The first thing to do is to draw your table and get your logarithm table ready. And you have a number, because all these are numbers. Then you have their logarithm values, and you start with the numerator here, because this is a fraction. Start with the numerator. Then at the numerator, the first number there is 38.32. So what do? You find the logarithm of 38.32 and you write it here. How do we do that? First of all, find the characteristics of this number. Characteristic of 38.32 is 1. How do we get that? Change this number to a standard form, and the power of 10 there is the characteristic of this number. So if I change this number to a standard form, that gives us 3.832 times 10 raised to the power 1. So that power of 10, which is 1, is the characteristic of this number. So what do? I'll first of all write 1 point. I'll now go and check 38 under 3 difference 2 to get the mantissa. So on logarithm table, check 38 under 3 difference 2. That will give us 1.5834 as the logarithm of this number. Then the next number here is 2.964. Then what is the characteristic of this number? That is 0. So you write 0. Then check 29 under 6 difference 4 on your logarithm table. That gives us 0.4719. So in between the two numbers, you're having times multiplication. So you need to add these two numbers together. So you add it. Then if you add, you have 4 plus 9, that gives us 13. And we write 3 remainder 1. 1 plus 3 plus 1, that gives us 5. Then 8 plus 7 is 15. You have 5 remainder 1. 1 plus 5 is 6 plus 4, that 10. You write 0 remainder 1. 1 plus 1 plus 0, that gives us 2. So that gives us a 2.0553. So that is the value we get, the logarithm value of the numerator here. Then you now go to the denominator as well. So the first number there is 8.637. Then you get the characteristic of this number, that should be 0. Should you have 0 point, you check on your logarithm table, 86 under 3 difference 7, and that gives us 0.9364. The next number here is 6.285. You write down here also what is the characteristic of this number, that is 0. You write 0 point. On your logarithm table, you check 62 under 8 difference 5. So that gives us 0.7983. Also between these two numbers, you have multiplication. So that means you're going to add them together also. If you add, you are going to have this 1.7347. So this is the result for numerator. This is the result for denominator. So in between the numerator and denominator, you're having division sign here. So that means you're going to remove the answer of the denominator from numerator. So how do we do that here? You can bring the answer of this one here and bring this one also here. Then you now subtract. If you subtract, then you can press your calculator with this. It's going to give you 2.0553 minus 1.7347 for 0.3206. So that is the logarithm value for the numerator minus the denominator. Then you're having square here. That means whatever you get there, you're going to multiply by 2. And if you multiply by 2, you're going to have 0.6412. Then that is for everything here. Then when you're having cube roots, that means you're going to divide your answer by whatever you get there, you're going to divide it by 3. So if you press calculator as well, divide this one by 3, you're going to get 0.2137 as well. Then you can now find the antilog of this. So find the antilog. Then to find the anti-log, the first thing to write is write 0 point. 0 point. Then after writing 0 point, you now go to your log reading table, check. So go to anti-log table rather, anti-log table, check 21 under 3 difference 7. So whatever you get, you write a 0 point, whatever you get. Then after writing that, you now go to your characteristics here, you add 1 to it. So now we are going to move your decimal point 1 time. So that should give us 1.6358 as the value of this number when you simplify using the log reading table. So that's for question number 1A. Question number 1B is from the graphical solution of a quadratic equation. You have to obtain the equation whose roots are shown on the graph. You have to obtain the root. Oh, sorry. You have to obtain the equation whose roots are shown in on the graph. So that means that there's a typographical error. I thought they asked us to find the root. Sorry. Of course, nevertheless, I can still explain verbally on what to do. What I read was that I think that's an oversight. I thought it has us to find the root of the quadratic equation. So that's what I did here. So the root of this curve is representing the quadratic equation, and they want you to find the root. Instead, I found the root, not they want you to find the equation, not the root rather. But I found the roots. So I thought they were asking to find the roots. I just saw that it's an equation. But nevertheless, I can explain to you. So that will be the root of the quadratic equation. Forget the root of the quadratic equation first. So that is where the curve called the x-axis. It cut it at s equals to -2 or s equals to what? 2. So what do? These are the two roots of the quadratic equation. There was a question that we solved under the objective where we had to find the root of the quadratic equation given the you have to find the equation of you have to find a quadratic equation given the roots of the quadratic equation. And I show you a template there where we have s squared minus open bracket sum of the roots multiplied by x plus product of the roots. So you can use that to find the equation here. So you'll be having s squared minus open bracket sum of the root, you're having -2 plus 2 multiplied by x, then plus open bracket multiply the root, that will be -2 times 2, that gives us -4 equal to 0. So you'll be having s squared minus, where you added the root, you're having -2 plus 2, that gives us 0. So then 0 times s will give us 0. So we'll be having s squared minus 0, then -4 equals to 0. So that will give us a s squared minus 4 is equal to 0. So that will give us the quadratic equation you have to find. So quadratic equation will be s squared minus 4 is equal to 0. So that's the quadratic equation you're going to get at the end of the day. So, but I thought we also find only the root of this quadratic equation. Question number 2A is from the set, in this case from Venn diagram. So the two questions A and B were given to 50 students in a class as a classwork. 23 of them could solve only A only but not B. If 15 could answer B only but not A. If 22s could answer none of the two questions, and the 2 students could answer both, you have to represent the information in a diagram and then find the value of x. So now there's the question itself is there's an issue here. The question I didn't arrange it well. I don't know what happened there. So, but nevertheless, I can tell you what is there. Two questions A and B were given to 50 students. So in a classwork, I think 25 of them could answer question A but not B. 15 could answer B only but not A. If 22s could answer none of the two questions and the 2 students only and 2 students only could answer both, so you have to draw the Venn diagram and find the value of x. So draw your rectangle to represent the universal set. In this case, you're having 50 students. Then you draw the 2 circles to represent the set A and set B. So in this case, I think 25 of them could answered question A only but not B. So that means you'll be having, sorry, it's 23, not 25. 23 could answer question A but not B. So that means you're going to be having 23 years. So this one is representing question B, question A only. Then 15 could answer question B only but not A. So then we are going to be having 15 here also. Then 2S could answer none of the two questions. So inside the universal set but outside the circle, you are going to be having 2x. Then 2 students could answer both. So you are going to be having 2 here also to answer for the intersection between both the two questions. Then you have to this is the information you have to represent on the Venn diagram. From there you have to find the value of x. So the addition of the union of A and B plus A union B complement, which is 2s, will give us 50. So that means we'll be having 23 plus 2 plus 15 plus 2 equals to 50. Collect like times 20 plus 2 give us 25 plus 15, that gives us 40 plus 2 equals to 50. Collect like times 2s equals to 50 minus 40. 3 equals to 10. Then s is equal to 5. So that means 5 is value of our x. And that's the solution for question number 2a. Question number 2b is from the linear equation. You have to find the value of x, or you have to solve this equation. So what do? You expand the bracket. I give us 4s minus 10, 3s minus 18. Collect like time, that gives us 4s minus 3s equals to minus 18 plus 10. 4s minus 3s give us x, minus 18 plus 10 give us minus 8. So s is minus 8. Question number 3a is from subject formula. You have to make n subject of the formula when we have I is equal to ne over r plus nr. So we have to make n subject of the formula. What do? You can cross multiply. So we are going to be having n e equals to I times this. You're having I into r plus nr. We can open the brackets from there. We have n equals to 1 ir plus inr. So since we have n here, we also have n here, and we have to make n sort of formula. What do? You can collect like time. This one comes here so that you can factorize n out. So if this one comes here, you'll be having ne minus nr equals to ir. From there, you can factorize n out here. So we have n into e minus ir equals to ir. Then our aim is to make n sort of formula. You can divide both sides by the bracket. So if I divide both sides by the bracket, you'll be having n is equals to ir over e minus ir. So which make n sort of the formula, which is the solution for question number 3a. Question number 3b is from the variation x varies directly as y, inversely as z. So given the value of x to be 27 and y to be 9 and z to be 2, we have to find x when y is 14 and z is 12. The first thing is to get the variation constants by introducing a constant here. So if you introduce a constant, you have x is equals to ky over z, where our k is the constant. Our k is the constant. We need to write that k is the constant. So our x is 27. If you put that here, we put 27 equals to y is 9. So you're having 9 times k, that gives us 9k over z is 2. You can cross multiply from there. That will give us a 9k equals to 2 times 50, 27. That gives us 54. Divide both sides by 9. So you have k is equal to 54 over 9. K will be 6, which is the variation constant. Then from there you have to find x when y is 14 and z is 12. If you go back to our equation here, so we'll be having x equals to ky over z. Our k is 6. We'll be having x is equals to 6 times y, which is 14 over 12. So we can reduce that. 6 can go in 12. That gives us 2. 2 can go in 7. 14, that gives us 7. So our x will be 7 in that case, which is the solution to that question. Question number 14 So question number 4 is from statistics. In this case, we are we are given this scattered data which represent the test score of 40 students. I have to form a frequency table Then from there, what do we do? The data is not too large. It's not sorry. The gap between the data are not too large. We are having data from 1 to 9. So what do you do? First of all, list the score from 1 to 9. Then you now tally the score. You now tally the score. So you draw your table and put tally there, and you go to 1. You count how many ones you have here, and you represent it by with strokes. So we have 1, 2, we have 3. So we are going to be having 3 strokes here to represent 1. Then for 2 as well, we have 1, we have 2, 3, and we have 4. So we're going to be having 4 stroke for 2. Then for 3 as well, we count 1, 2, 3. Then 4. We have 4 stroke for 3 as well. For 4, we count 4 as well. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 of 4 there. So for our right 4 stroke, we cross it by the 5th one, then now write another one. So we are having, this is 6. So 4 stroke, then cross by 1, that gives us 5, then 6. Then for 5, count 5. We also have we have 8. Then count 6 as well. We have 8 as well. Count 7. We have 4. Count 8. We have 6. And the count 9. We have 3. If you add it together, we go to what you're having here, the tally will not give us the frequency, which is the number of stroke for each of them. And this is this, and this is the frequency table we have to prepare. So this is the frequency table we have to prepare. The frequency table is made up of the score, the tally, and the frequency. If you are the one preparing the frequency table, then from there you have to find the median and the mean. Then to find the median, what do we do? The median is gotten by the n plus 1 raised to power t over 2, which is talking about this is telling us the position of the median. And what do we do? Our n is the total frequency, which is 40 plus 1 over 2. That gives us 20.5 position. So what do you do? Go to your frequency and start adding it together. So we are going to get this position. 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 4. 11 plus 6. 17 plus 8. That will give us 25. So that means the median is going to fall at this point. So that means the median is going to be 5. So our median will be 5. The mean will be calculated by the using either you can find use your summation fx over summation f. That means you need to create another table here by finding fx. Your frequency will multiply your x here, and but I did it in another way. I also do the same thing here, but I didn't tabularize it. So what did I do? Frequency multiply x, that gives us 3 times 1, which is this, plus 4 times 2, plus 4 times 3, plus 6 times 4, plus 8 times 3, plus 8 times 6, plus 5 times 7, plus 6 times 8, plus 9 times 3, which is what you're having here, divided by the total number of frequency, which is 40. If you simplify this, you'll be having 245 over 40, and that gives us 6.13 as the mean, which is for question number 4. Question number 5 is from the mensuration of solid shape. In this case, we are having a cone mounted upon a cylinder. So this is a composite shape when it comes to mensuration of solid shape. The diagram is a cone mounted on a cylinder. The height of the cone and the cylinder are equal as shown. So this is the cone on top of the cylinder. So I help the student to draw the diagram very well, so that of course the diagram is not well drawn. So this one look like a triangle, and the top look like a triangle. So but I help you to draw the diagram better so that you can see. So the height of the cone is 9 centimeter and the height of the cylinder is 9 centimeter. As you have been told that their heights are equal. So the diameter of the base of the cylinder is 12. We have to find the volume of the shape. So the volume of the shape will be the volume of the whole shape will be volume of the cone plus the volume of the cylinder. So and we are given the diameter of the cylinder, which is the base of the cylinder, which is also the circular base of the cone, and from there you can get the radius. So the diameter is 12, the radius will be 6, that is 12 divided by 2. So the volume of the shape will be volume of the cone plus volume of the cylinder. So volume of cylinder is of cone is 1/3 of cylinder, which is 1/3 pi r square, plus the volume of the cylinder is pi r square h. So from there we can factorize. So one of these plus 1/3 of this. So you can do that by factorizing. So we'll be having pi r square h into 1/3 plus 1, and that should give us a 4/3 pi r square h. So that means you can now substitute the value of our pi, radius, and h, since they have the same height, which is 9. So that will give us a 4/3 times 22/7 times 6 squared times 9. So h here are the same thing. That's why we are able to factorize h. So, but if another question, if their height is different in another question, that means you are not going to factorize h. So that means you can use capital letter H to represent the height of the cylinder, and the capital letter small letter h to represent the height of the cone if their height are different. But the heights, as you have been told, you have been told in the question, their height are equal. So that's why we are able to factorize h out here. So there will not be problem here. And if you simplify further, you'll be going to be having 4/3 times 22/7. 6 squared is 36 times 9. So if you simplify that with your calculator, we have 1357.7 centimeter cube as the volume of the shape. Question number 5b is from the quadratic equation. We have to solve this quadratic equation using completing the square method. So we are having this equation 2x squared plus 7x minus 10 equals to 0. We have to use completing the square method to solve this. So the first thing to do is to make sure that the coefficient of x squared is 1. But here it is 2, so you need to divide through by 2. So if you divide this by 2, you have x squared. Divide this by 2, you have 7/2x. Divide this by 2, you have minus 10. Sorry, minus 5. Divide this by 2, you have 0. Next thing is to take your constant to the other side. So you have x squared plus 7/2x equals to 5. Now you cannot complete the square here. You can complete this square. So you can complete the square here by adding to both sides you have the coefficient of x and squared it. So add to both sides. What are we adding to both sides? You have and square the coefficient of x. So what is the coefficient of x here? 7/2. You have it. When you have 7/2, that gives us 7/4. You now squared it. That gives us 7/2 all squared. You now add it to both sides. So that's what you are performing here. So if you add it to both sides, you'll be having x squared plus 7/2x plus the what you did here, which is 7/2 times half squared. You add it to both sides. So that's what you're having here. So if you simplify this one, you'll be having x squared plus 7/2x, 7/4 squared equals to 5 plus 7/4 squared. So what do? We need to change this left hand side. You need to make it a perfect square. You need to make the left hand side a perfect square. How do we do that? It's very simple. Pick the variable in this expression here, which is x. So you write x. Then when you have the coefficient of x here, what did you get? You get 7/4. So you get plus 7/4 rather. So that means you'll be having x plus 7/4, then all squared. I'll come again. Pick the variable that you have in this expression, which is x. Then go to where you have, when you have the coefficient of x here, what did you get? You get plus 7/4. So you add it to the x, you have x plus 7/4 all squared. Okay, I have not done that yet. Okay, I simplify this one further. That gives us a 49/16, which I believe that you know what I did here. Now change the left hand side to the perfect square. You'll be having x plus 7 over 4 all square equals to, you find the LCM here. You have LCM is 16. 1 is 16 is 16. 16 times 5 will give us 80. Plus 16 is 16 is 1 times 49. That gives us 49. So if you simplify that further, that gives us 129 over 16. Then you need to remove the square here by finding the square root of both sides. So we have a s plus 7 over 4 equals to plus or minus square root of 129 over 16. So 129 is not a perfect square, but 16 is a perfect square. So that will give us, if you take 7 over 4 here, that will give us x equals to minus 7 over 4 plus or minus square root of 129 over square root of 4. 16 is 4. So you have this. Then you can now find the LCM here. So that will give us x equals to minus 7 over 7 plus or minus square root of 129 over 4, which give us two statements. That is s equals to minus 7 plus square root of 129 over 4, or s equals to minus 7 minus square root of 129 over 4. And from this point, since you cannot find the square root of 129 by yourself, you can punch your calculator from there, and it's going to give us a 1.09, or s equals to minus 4.59 as the value of our s for question number 5b. Question number 6 is from the statement or logical proposition. So in SS1 it is called statement, or in SS2 it is called logical propositional logic rather. So we are having a statement P and statement Q, and these are the truth table. The truth table, you have to true, true, false, false, and for statement Q we have true, false, true, false. So we are now having connective and connective or. So this is P and Q, and you're having P or Q. So you're having a what's it called? Sorry for that. You're having a compound statement now, or compound proposition. When you're having a compound proposition joined together by, you're having two simple statements joined together by hand to form a compound proposition or compound statement. So you have to fill in this gap here, this one and this one. So if I have P and Q, that's what we are having here, P and Q. So if P is true and Q is true, then you're going to get true here as well. Then for this one, if P is false and Q is true, you're going to have false as well. You're going to have false here. So for proposition, for connective and, it is only true when the two simple propositions are true, then you are going to be, it's going to be true. But if any one of them is false, you're going to be having false here. So they are having true, false, false, false here. Then for or, you are joining these two simple propositions together using connective or you're having these two simple statements joined together by connective or. So you got to fill in this gap and this gap. So when it comes to or, it is only false when the two simple propositions are false. This will be false. When this is false and this is false, you're going to get false. Every other one is going to give us true. So when it is true or true, you're going to get true. True or false, you're going to get true. Then false or true, you're going to get true as well. So like that, you have been able to fill in the gaps. Then for question number 6b, you have to use the expansion of difference of two squared to evaluate 215 squared minus 195 squared. So like you have been told, you want you to use difference of two squared to expand this. They don't want you to use calculator. So this is a difference of two squared. If you recall that if you have a squared minus b squared, this, which is like this, it's going to give us a plus b into a minus b. So that means this one can also be written as or it is called difference of two squared. That means this can be written as 215 minus 195, or sorry, multiplied by 215 plus 195. If you subtract this, you're going to get 20. If you add this, you're going to have 410 to multiply together. That give us 8,200. So that for question number 6C, the question is from the trigonometric ratio. In this case, trigonometric ratio of complementary angles. Trigonometric ratio of complementary angles. We are given that cos 2 theta is equal to sin theta plus 10. In this case, you have to find the value of theta. So if you remember, okay, you can label this one equation 1. Then you need to remember the complementary angle that goes with the equation given to you. So you should remember that cos theta will give us sin 90 minus theta. Record that cos theta is going to give us sin 90 minus theta. This is the complementary angle formula. So we are using this because it looked like the equation given to us to solve. So this is a complementary angle. Now all we need to do is to simplify this to look like this. How? Here theta here is 2 theta. Here we are having theta. So all I need to do is to simplify this theta to give me 2 theta. So what do? I will add 2 here. Then this theta here also become 2 theta. So that means I will be having cos 2 theta equals to sin 90 minus 2 theta, which I can call equation 2. Then cos 2 theta is equal to this in equation 1. Cos 2 theta is also equal to this in equation 2. That makes cos will take care of cos. I will be having, sorry, cos 2 theta will take care of cos 2 theta. I will be having sin theta plus 10 equals to sin 90 minus 2 theta. Then from there also, sine would cancel sine. I'll be having theta plus 10 equals to 90 minus 2 theta. From there I can collect like times. I'll bring 2 theta minus 2 theta here. That becomes theta plus 2 theta equals to 90 minus 10. That'll give us 3 theta equals to 80. Then I can divide both sides by 3. So if I divide 80 by 3, I'll be having 26.7 degrees as my theta. So that is all the theory question provided for them to solve in the for the examination, and I want to believe you have been able to do justice to all the question, both the objective and the theory, and I believe that you have been impacted one way or the other. And but before we go, if you are here to subscribe to this channel, let's remind you that you need to subscribe to this channel by clicking the subscribe button on this channel, so as to help us improve this channel. And please share this video, let it go viral on all the social media that you belong to, any group that you belong to, on the WhatsApp, on the Facebook, on Twitter, and all the other social media platforms that you belong to. Please share this video. There are a lot of students there who need this resource material to prepare for any examination that they are writing. And as you do so, may the good Lord bless you. I will see you in the next video, where we are going to be discussing solving the further mathematics question for both SS1 SS2, the third term examination as well. Before then, I'll see you later. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.